everybody, welcome to Detox. Let's see, we are on week 3, day 2. I hope that your fasts are going well for you. I'm hoping that you aren't just removing, but you're also replacing, right? Which is the whole intent behind this. So I hope that you're removing things and that you're replacing them with things in the spiritual. And so other than that, I just hope you're having a great day. So today I'm here to talk to you about, as you probably guessed, fasting. So no, seriously, this one's going to be over Daniel's first fast. Now, a lot of you probably know about Daniel, but what do you know about? Well, you know about Daniel in the lion's den, right? Pretty common. Most people at least know a bit of that story. You may be familiar with him being a dream interpreter for Nebuchadnezzar. But this is going to kind of tell you how he got to be with Nebuchadnezzar and also what his first fast looked like. And I'll tell you, I get a little excited about this one. I read over it, and I've read over it, several times now, and it's just, it's a pretty cool story. It's a pretty cool fast. I like it. So I'm going to summarize a few things. I'm definitely going to read from scripture, but again, we're going to be looking at Daniel 1. And let's see, we'll be going down as far as, 1 through 21. And so, so I hope you can kind of stay with me on this. But I do recommend that you read it. Matter of fact, just check out all of Daniel if you have a chance, which, with all the fasting we're doing, I think you do. But for this particular one, let me set the scene. And so this is in the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim. I had to look up how to pronunciate that. I just want y'all to know that. So it's in the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, who is the king of Judah, and Nebuchadnezzar, who is the king of Babylon, comes to Jerusalem and besieges it, right? So here comes Nebuchadnezzar, and he's besieging, he's besieging Judah, and when this happens, Nebuchadnezzar is really asking for, I'm gonna summarize and just say, he's wanting the best, right? The educated, he's wanting the unblemished. When I read that, I immediately thought, oh, he's asking for the unblemished, kind of like the unblemished lamb. So anyway, you can draw your own conclusions on that, but I think there's always correlation throughout scripture. But anyway, as I read through, so he's asking for the best, right? And so Daniel is one of those that is chosen. And so I'm going to start reading from scripture a little bit. So that kind of sets the scene. I want to jump down to, let's see, we're going to jump down to 4. Let's see. So as I indicated, he's asking for youths without blemish, of good appearance, and skillful in all wisdom, endowed with knowledge, understanding, and competent to stand in the king's place and to teach them the literature and language of the Chaldeans. The king assigned them a daily portion of the food that the king ate and of the wine that he drank. So here it is. So they're going to give them the king's food and the king's drink, the king's wine, right? And they were to be educated for 3 years. And at the end of that time, they were to stand before the king. Among these were Daniel, as I pointed out before. And the chief of the eunuchs gave them names. So they changed Daniel's names. They give them different names. So he's no longer Daniel. He is called Bethuzerah. And so he's changed their names. They're telling them that they're going to eat of the king's food and drink of the king's drink. And then we jump down into 1:8, and it reads like this. This is great. But Daniel resolved that he would not defile himself with the king's food or with the wine that he drank. So he's like, I don't want the king's food. I don't want that at all. I don't want his food, and I don't want his drink. So then it goes on. Therefore, he asked the chief of the eunuchs to allow him not to defile himself. And God gave Daniel favor and compassion in the sight of the chief of the eunuchs. And the chief of the eunuchs said to Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who assigned your food and your drink, for why should he see that you were in worse condition than the youths who of your own age? So you would endanger my head with the king. So he's just straight up saying, I don't want that food at all. And the guy that's in charge of him is saying, hey man, if you don't eat of this food and drink of this drink, you could cause me to lose my head. The king has given me very specific instructions about what you're to eat and drink. So it goes on to say, then Daniel said to the steward, whom the chief of the eunuchs had assigned over Daniel, test your servants for 10 days. Let us, because there's a couple other people that are actually with Daniel, okay? But I like focusing on just Daniel at this point because it's just so interesting. So let us just be given vegetables to eat and water to drink. So who knows what all types of food there was that was really being offered to him, and also the wine, right? And Daniel's like, no, I don't want any of that. I want vegetables and I want water. And then, so after let us do that for 10 days. And then let our appearance and the appearance of the youths who eat the king's food be observed by you, and deal with your servants according to what you see. So he listened to them in this manner and tested them for the 10 days. At the end of 10 days, it was seen that they were better in appearance and fatter in flesh than all the youths who ate the king's food. Now it goes on to say that they ended up adjusting the others' diet as well. But it's something else. Like Daniel had the opportunity to take of the king's food, to take of the king's wine, and Daniel's like, no, I will not defile myself in such a way. And so that was Daniel's first fast. And he did it for 10 days when he had all the opportunity for food and drink before him, but yet he said, nope, won't defile myself with that. I want my vegetables and I want my water. Now, I think in my mind that would be kind of hard. I would think, I mean, I like vegetables, right? But if I've got the choice between vegetables and what I'm assuming was probably some meats and things like that, I'm probably gonna go with the meats and things. But Daniel didn't do that. Daniel said, no, won't defile myself in such a way. Give me my water and my vegetables, and my Lord, my God will take care of me. And sure enough, he ends up looking better than the ones that were actually taking of the king's food and the king's drink. So I just thought that was an interesting part in scripture there. I would recommend that you read it from top to bottom. Again, the whole book of Daniel, I think, is pretty cool. Daniel did some pretty amazing things, but that was his first fast. Hope y'all enjoy your day. And again, hope you're enjoying the detox journey. Take care, guys.